Hey guys, it is Wednesday here at Witches of the Moon, and I am your hostess for today, Blythe, and this week's topic is about altars and different types. Obviously, I am not at home right now in my normal cozy spot. I'm in North Pole, Alaska, and it is negative 24 degrees outside, so I can't guarantee how long this video is going to be, but I wanted to show a little bit of the scenery. On this trip, I actually did not bring a travel altar with me because I am comfortable enough in my practice where I don't feel that I need an altar to be able to do what I need to do or to honor and everything else that it is that I do. It just doesn't fit with where my practice is right now. So I don't have a travel altar with me. But if you watch to the end, I do give a tour. I recorded some stuff before I came out here on my altars and how I do everything, which if you have a limited amount of space, you might want to check it out, see how I do things. So the different types of altars, when people usually think of altars, they think of something that you either do your spell work on or that honors your deity or the god and the goddess or whoever it is that you work with. Now, one of my, the only hard and fast rule that I have when it comes to this is that deities are to be put on separate altars. They do not, even if they're in the same pantheon. I do work with deities in different pantheons, but they're not together on the same altar. They don't share the same space, and I think that is a respect thing, and it's just something that should definitely be done. But you can have one for prosperity, you can have one for love, you can have one for protection. Basically anything that you can cast a spell for, you can have an altar for. If you're trying to get a job or get into school and stuff like that, you can set stuff up to help you out with that. And some of the things can be short-term and some of them can be long-term. If you're in a long-term relationship, and I've heard of people keeping their love altars for 15, 20 years, and that is something that you may want to visit once a week, once a month, whatever it is. I would do it regularly. And if you have, say, a honey jar or some pictures of you and your loved one, and then you might want to light the candles once a week on Fridays, or however it is that you want to do whatever you do. Same with prosperity, especially if you have a business, you might want to have a prosperity altar in your place of worship, in your business. Actually, I went to a Thai restaurant here a couple of days ago, and I happened to notice that on top of the display cases, they had a couple of statues, and there was a glass of water and a small serving of rice. And from just observing, there's actually 3 different altars just out in the open, and I thought that was really cool. So that is something that you can do if you have a place of business. I've seen that also in a gas station near me, not the offerings per se, but the statuary and pictures of, they were Hindu. So it is what it is, whatever you want to keep in your business. Protection altar, I have something that I'm going to show, and it's not a quite full-blown thing, but it's something that I do. As of yet, it's going to become a bigger thing. And somebody once showed me that they did one, and it has pictures of their kids and pets and whoever it is that they want to put on their protection altar. And I call them the salt vases, and I did a video about them on my personal channel, which then will link to Nadia's channel because I got it from her, so I wanted to give her credit. So I'll put that link in the description if you want to check that out. So you can set all that stuff up together, and you can do little mini ones for each individual person, light your candles, have your incense, whatever it is that you want to do. I can't really speak on different faiths. I'm sure that different faiths have different altars for different things and different altar setups. I have done a little bit of research into Santeria just because I've been interested in it, and their altar setups are different, their offerings are different. So if you're more interested in that type of thing, you want to look into the specific culture for that. But that's just what I do. And the video that you are about to see now is how I do my altars and my altar space. I actually have quite a few of them set up. I think technically it's like 6 or 7. So, or different areas. Anyway, you'll see if you keep watching. So, yeah, it's freezing and I hope you have a good one. Hey guys, so I wanted to show my altars and how I do stuff. I actually have like this one big space. So I will go through everything. Everything I'm going to show you actually consists of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which I would consider 7 different altars in a very small space. So in this corner I have my altar for my stag. So I have a painting that I had painted, the stag kit that I actually bought from Joey, and I have this, and I have antlers. These are real antlers that somebody had sent to me because the funny story, I've talked about it on my personal channel. The cat actually dragged these out of the woods, and I was like, wow, that must be a really big cat. So I really wanted something that died as naturally as possible, and I don't think you can get any more natural than dying in the woods. So I really love those, and they're perfect size for me actually. And so this is my little Sabbat area. It's all set up for Ostara, and I have my elemental representations down here. And I always change out my fairies for every season. And of course we have Mother Nature right here. And these are wooden eggs that we painted last year. So I put them up there. I separate everything with these incense holders. So this is my area for Hecate. And one of my steadfast rules about altars is that you cannot have deities share the same space. Even with my little separators, I would not put Freya on this table. It's just not how I would do it. So I have all this stuff, all these things for Hecate, the wheel that I created myself, the key, this figure, and like a couple crystals was actually my very, very first altar setup. And of course, other things that are associated with her. And then another separator. This is my personal area. This is the area where everything is really where I work. So this is where I will do my crystal grids and my spell work. This is usually empty, but I didn't want to show you an empty space. The two things that don't come out of here are my salt lamp and my dragon. My dragon is very personal and very, very special to me. You have no idea. And they stay here. Everything else, if I had to do something, would move. So going up, this is my broom. Going up, we have Freya's space. Now these are great if you don't have a lot of space. So I have pictures that I had printed at CVS. You can see my awful wood paneling. The love ball that I had made for her, and the everything I have here represents her. The cat, the coin, the little love coin, the amber necklace. I made these last year, and I will burn incense up here. I do not recommend it for everybody, but I feel comfortable doing it, so I do it. And then these flowers are for her as well. Obviously the flowers cannot go up there. And this is my little prosperity area, which this area gets the brunt of everything. I had to clean it up because this unfortunately becomes a catch-all. So I think I might have to make it more special, so I stop just kind of throwing stuff here. But we have Ganesh and Lakshmi, and some jet is good for business. And I have a prosperity candle going right now. So, and actually in here, this is a little travel altar. So, I have that as well. That was a gift. And so, as you can see, I have quite a bit of little altars in a limited amount of space. But there's one more I want to show you. Now, I also have over here, this is just a shelving thing that I purchased at Dollar General. The top is really a catch-all. It's just kind of just stuff I have sitting there right now. But down here I have my little protection area for with the poppets, and with the dragon. Those are actually protection poppets for my kids, and I found the dragon recently, and she's actually called Mother Dragon, and you can tell over here I got some incense crumbs. I have burned incense down there. I have to be really careful because of the curtain, obviously, but I have done it, and I do that every once in a while just to kind of keep, actually with dragon's blood incense, try to just keep it all going and together. So that I consider a separate altar too, and maybe one day I hope to have something bigger for protection stuff and pictures and all sorts of crazy stuff. Would be really great for me to have more space. But that's what I have right now.